Pearl was on the hit list for demonetization for a while. And I think that she knew that as well.
Today I have my Women Shouldn't Vote t-shirt. These t-shirts are the best in the game. Super soft, amazing. You will never find a t-shirt like this in your life. And it's amazing because I go out and I'm on the streets and everyone comes up to me and just asks me where I bought this t-shirt. You can get yours too at the AudacityNetwork.store. That's the AudacityNetwork.store. Get your t-shirt today.
Making content that appeals against the mainstream narrative as well as teaches you something at the same time is a very difficult road to traverse. You're at a constant tussle between keeping it real and keeping it professional, because haters of the things that you are saying are looking for any reason to mass report you, to try to get you canceled, to try to they often lack the facts or have done the appropriate research, but instead leverage emotion in order to get you canceled. See, Kevin Samuels, for example, did it at the highest level. And although he was abrasive at times when callers got disrespectful first, Kevin prioritized the business to make it difficult for him to be canceled. This is not great news for other people in the space that do content for men, but this is an example of when trying to go viral goes incredibly wrong. Pearl, also known around these parts as Just Modern Woman Things, was recently demonetized on YouTube, all right? And I wanted to talk through what does this mean. I wanted to talk through also the evidence as to show why exactly that she was demonetized. And first and foremost, just as I just said a second ago, this is not great news because it also brings up this topic of free speech. But I don't think that this is a free speech topic. What I think that this is a topic in recklessness. Do you guys remember that word? Recklessness? When I originally split my working relationship with Pearl, that's one word that I used within that video. And I use that word reckless in a very intentional manner because of how I perceived how she was dealing with the situation around her. Now, I could take the petty low road and gloat over a situation like this, but you guys already know that's not what I'm like. I am not petty in that manner, and it's not masculine behavior. But you must understand that this sort of recklessness that I reference prioritizes going viral simply on a quest to be revered or famous or well known for something. Making content that appeals against the mainstream narrative as well as teaches you something at the same time is a very difficult road to traverse. You're at a constant tussle between keeping it real and keeping it professional, because haters of the things that you are saying are looking for any reason to mass report you, to try to get you canceled, to try to they often lack the facts or have done the appropriate research, but instead leverage emotion in order to get you canceled. See, Kevin Samuels, for example, did it at the highest level. And although he was abrasive at times when callers got disrespectful first, Kevin prioritized the business to make it difficult for him to be canceled. If Kevin was alive today, his platform would still be thriving, surrounded around the corpses of other content creators' platforms that have been yanked from their positioning, leveraging components of their content from the content that they watched him do. But the difference is that they enabled their own ego as well as their carelessness to push them into the graveyard. Because see, Kevin understood that everything that gets done on these platforms is just not about turning on the camera and just speaking, but it's also about understanding the context of the platform that you are on, as well as what is tolerated and what is not. There's folks up on YouTube that are making so much money. It's actually insane when you think about it. But the people at the top who maintain consistency over time understand that this is a business, not an engine to simply feed your popularity, or not an engine to try your hardest to go viral, or not an engine to solve beefs with. Now, there's some component of the audience that may say things like, you should be able to say everything that you want to do so is unmanly, or you got no balls, or you being a pussy. But what they don't understand is that being professional and being manly or masculine It's not necessarily the same damn thing. As men, you must understand the context of the situation and move strategically within the context. Because without that strategy, then you're just shooting blind. YouTube is a business with a profit and loss statement. And if you want to maximize your reach, this is currently the place to do it. So what does this all have to do with Pearl losing monetization? So I want to draw you guys' attention to this particular tweet from this person. The TikToker YouTuber Pearly Things stopped my 15-year-old sister and her school friends on the street to ask them invasive questions about sex on her YouTube channel. She made several cut down videos and has subjected them to abuse from the red pill community. By cut down, she's probably just referencing shorts, so you can tell this is not another YouTuber. She follows up, the parents of the girls reached out to Pearly Things to ask her to stop using the videos of their children, and she ignored them repeatedly and is refusing to take down the videos that have racked up millions of views. Would really appreciate if someone from @TeamYouTube can get these taken down. Pearl responds, this is false. This was a conversation about the A. There was even a sign in the video and participants could pick if they wanted to be a part of it or not. False accusations by women ruin men every day. This is what we were discussing in the video. I have never even heard of this situation till this week. You have gotten my channel demonetized by mass reporting me, which affects the 15 people that work for my company who have families and mouths to feed. Then you falsely accuse me of asking some chick from a year ago about sex. Notice the use of chick to describe what was alleged to be a 15-year-old girl. Now, mind you, the older sister is alleging that the conversation was about sex, while Pearl is alleging that the conversation was about abortion. So I actually went and found the video. It's right here. I'm not going to show the girls in the video, but you'll see here that she writes in the title, these girls were so clueless. You will also see that the girls were in the intro or the teaser of the video. So there seems to be some admission that these were girls and not women. So you'll see here as well that this video has over 860,000 views posted a year ago, which is around the same time that the accusations allege. And although I won't play the video with the girls, I actually side with Pearl here. The video was not about sex. It was about false allegations. It was about abortion. So what the woman on Twitter was in fact doing is false representation of the actual content in order to get the video removed or the entire channel demonetized. But I will say this, the girls look extremely young. One of the girls has piercings in her face, so you would assume that that is over 18, but the other two girls look really, really young. And as content creators, we all know that you cannot put underage people on camera without consent of their parents. If you guys remember, over a year ago, I did some content with Pearl on the beach of Miami. Within that video, we interviewed a person younger than 18. But what you didn't see is that we filmed the adult saying, yes, you can have a conversation with my son, which would be consent. We can assume in this video here that there was no parents present to consent because the parents now want the video taken down. And again, it doesn't help the case when you have girls right in the title. And when you compare this situation to this reckless, weirdo, cringy, awkward, just Pearly Things tweet of 16-year-old chicks are hotter than 26-year-old chicks. What? You gotta ask yourself, at what point does your lust for fame over prioritize intelligence? Why are you using any analogy of underage girl? Why couldn't you say 26-year-old girls are hotter than 36-year-old girls or 46-year-old girls? But 16? This is disgusting. But this is what she does. She says obnoxious shit because she's addicted to those analytics in lieu of common sense and practicality. Utilizing underage women in an analogy in order to make an example or to boost your Twitter following is just weird. It's almost like, you know, there's been so many creators in the space that have worked so hard to legitimize the information, right? And then we had those that bust through the curtains because they were just saying some of the most outlandish shit or just doing the most clickbait worthy things that have bastardized what so many other content creators have worked tirelessly years for. But besides all of these things that I bring up, I think that Pearl was on the hit list for demonetization for a while. And I think that she knew that as well.
Today I have my Women Shouldn't Vote t-shirt. These t-shirts are the best in the game. Super soft, amazing. You will never find a t-shirt like this in your life. And it's amazing because I go out and I'm on the streets and everyone comes up to me and just asks me where I bought this t-shirt. You can get yours too at the AudacityNetwork.store. That's the AudacityNetwork.store. Get your t-shirt today.
It's crazy to think that we've gone from average at best to now it's women shouldn't vote. Like, it's insane.
Get your t-shirt today.
So I want to show you this thing on her page, family. And it says, listen to this. I want you to read it with me. It says this. Every post is saying this. We can be kicked off at any time. So in order to stay connected in case that ever happens and find out more about my behind the scenes thoughts, please sign up to my email list. Right? So she's so fearful she has an email list. And I get it.
So when she says that she didn't know about the parents that were trying to contact her to take down the video, I don't believe it. I think that she was plotting for or planning for demonetization at some point. If not demonetization, then probably complete removal from YouTube. So she was going hard for an email list. And I think to a degree, it's smart in order to have an audience that's outside of YouTube. But just to say you were completely oblivious to what was going on, I think is a load of shit. So we've seen so many of these channels come and go at this point. Fame is a hell of a drug. What seems to be a common thread in the majority of these male-focused content creators is the prioritization of fame or clout or status over being professional. So yeah, there's not much else that I can really say about this particular content. If you want to be a YouTube content creator, don't interview children. That's against content policies. It's just not a good look for you or the platform that you're trying to sustain. And also, we've seen so many of these male-focused content creators go down in the past year or so, maybe without Andrew Tate up for consideration because he really didn't have his own platform. But we've seen so many of them bite the dust, be removed from the platform, or just get straight up demonetized because they're unwilling to play by the YouTube rules, because they toe the line or they just do stupid shit. And it sucks because it further delegitimizes the seriousness of some of the topics that are spoken about. But yeah, filming underage people and as well as uploading a tweet comparing 16-year-olds to 26-year-olds is about as stupid and reckless as you can get. Questions, comments, concerns. Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. I think this one's gonna have a lot of comments. So let me know if the comments go stupid. Maybe I'll get up and do a live stream about this in order to have a conversation about it. What are your guys' thoughts? Leave it for me down below and let's get active. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.